Hello and welcome to the Sports Centre YouTube channel. We'll be talking F1 today. Me and Carl are going to be chatting fresh off the back of the news that Adrian Newey has signed an absolutely astronomical deal to be the new lead designer at Aston Martin F1. Think you did you call this, Carl, a few months ago, or did you?
I think I definitely said he was leaving.
Yeah.
I can't
Uh,
remember whether I said it went to Aston
So
or maybe Ferrari. I think I said Ferrari, if I'm honest.
did you? I want to see. I
Linking
know.
up linking up with Lewis.
Yeah, that might have been it. To be fair, yeah, massive news. Obviously, the biggest. You were just saying it then before we started rolling. It's the hot topic on Sky Sports today. 30 million. Is it pounds? I believe a year.
Pounds a year, but well, it's 20 million basic and then 10 million in bonuses.
Jesus, that's just unbelievable.
Which is more than Pep Guardiola.
So I've in my mind as I've been thinking about this topic today, I've kind of broke it down into two. What does this say about Aston? And what does it say about Red Bull?
Right, well, Red Bull, we know that it's broken. I can't stand the guy who's at the helm. Christian Horner, cannot stand him. Never have. And since this scandal came out, which he's got away with, um, there's been fractions there, aren't there? Whether it's Adrian Newey, whether it's Max Verstappen, something's not right. All of a sudden, they're not winning anymore. It's just coincidental, or is there a deeper root?
Well, it's so just to jump in there, then it's interesting in it because obviously Adrian Newey's going in as lead designer, and that's what he does at Red Bull. I wonder if this has got anything to do with the fact that Red Bull are not performing anymore, because ultimately the design of the car has a lot to do with the performance, and for whatever reason, Red Bull seem to. I'm going to quote it as saying have done a bit of a Mercedes, and they've just literally looked like they've
All
fallen
off a
off,
cliff.
fallen off edge of a cliff. They're not quite there yet, I don't think, but depending on how these next few races go, is going to give us a lot in terms of where Red Bull are and where Red Bull are going. I think.
Well, I think there's a salary cap in there at the minute.
I'm not
And
sure.
I think it's going to be changing. Brand new car, brand new chassis, brand new everything. Whole new designs for the 2026 season.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So Adrian Newey is going there, and apparently they are thinking that Aston Martin are going to be properly challenging for titles in 2026. Like, I'm not an avid follower like you are, but apparently Aston Martin have come fairly close to it in a couple of races this season. Not won anything with Fernando Alonso, um, but they are then saying, "Look, let's give this a right go." And I'm going to throw an exclusive out here.
I know what you're going to
I've
say.
been I've been saying for months that Max is going to leave Red Bull. He is going to Aston Martin.
Do you
I
reckon?
for 2026, he is going to Aston Martin, and it wouldn't surprise me. Also, Lewis Hamilton being there as well, same
Nah.
time. Telling you when it doesn't go well for Ferrari next year, he's going to Aston Martin. I'm telling you now, you've heard it. I'm gonna make sure that I play this pod back because this is happening.
On the Right, so I'll come in on both. I don't see Lewis doing it. I think Lewis, this is his swan song at Ferrari. I think he's always wanted to do it.
I agree.
Whether or not he's given up on the eighth world title to become obviously the best ever.
The outright leader, yeah.
Yeah. Whether he's given up on that or not, I don't know. I don't see him doing it for Ferrari personally, the way that Ferrari are at the moment. But like you said, these
Well,
new things are coming into play, so this could change stuff.
well, the thing is, I think he thought that Adrian knew we were going to come and join him at Ferrari, and I think he jumped too early.
You reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a weird one. It's a weird one with Aston because when I can't remember if it was his debut season or last season, but I think it was the debut season. They got Alonso. They were up there competing for podiums quite frequently toward right at the beginning of the season. Then they kind of just tailed off, and they always finish in the points. I say always, majority of the time, but they never really compete for podium. And one thing for me is going to be interesting with all this shake-up at Aston is Lance Stroll, because we all know that Lance Stroll's dad is basically the owner of Aston. He formed the Aston Martin F1 team. He funds it, and everywhere that he goes, his son Lance Stroll goes. But Lance Stroll ain't.
A championship driver.
Yeah, I'm gonna say competitive, but I thought that would do him a bit of an interest. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, you probably hit the nail on the head there. He's not a championship driver, championship winning driver. I don't believe anyway. I may be proved wrong later down the line, but I just don't think he is. Um, but just thinking out loud on the spot right here, right now, Fernando Alonso's no spring chicken. I think he's about 42, 43.
Exactly. He's going to be the test drive dummy next season, prepping that car for Max the season after. I'm telling you, get a bet on this, people. It's happening.
You reckon? What?
I
So
don't
you think
reckon.
you're thinking Max for the 26th season,
Yeah,
right?
I think his contract runs till 28, doesn't it? I think with Red Bull.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about digging into it,
I'm sure it's 28,
right?
but I think he'll get out of that a bit early.
What do you think about like F1? It's quite. I think it's quite interesting now. Like these little pockets of news just spring up like random times in the calendar. Like with football, it's like transfers. You know it's in the summer, and you know it's in the month of January.
I'm just going to say then, because it's like football used to be before we had transfer windows. Every so often they'd be like, whoa, Andy Cole's leaving Newcastle and going to Man U in the middle of the season. It's like, what?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's not what happens with F1. It's just madness. Like, you get these like bombshells. He's
Uh,
leaving. He's going to go there. Mental.
do you know one thing that I will be looking forward to now more as well? The Drive to Survive series,
Yeah,
because all this stuff, all these kind of cracks that are appearing at Red Bull, it'd be interesting to see how they're broadcasted in that series.
we'll be. I ain't started. I need to start watching it. I've not even started with them yet.
You do, mate, you do. But well, let's just say what you say, Carl. You heard it here first. Verstappen to Aston
Verstappen
Martin 20.
2020, Verstappen 2026, and then Lewis the following year.
Are you banking on that here?
Yeah, it's happening. And that's going to be his last year at Aston Martin.
There
He's
you
going to
go.
do 1 year and then he's out.
There you go, guys. You heard it here first. If it happens, don't forget to thank Carl and maybe slip him a fiver or something for your winnings. But let us know in the comments what you think. It's a really interesting one. There's all sorts of little stories that could appear following Adrian Newey's move. So let us know in the comments anything that you think might happen over the next couple of years. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Catch you later.